Hello there guys and welcome back to season number 2 of YouTube FC, and today we're starting off with the tough game against Arsenal. If you didn't see the last episode, make sure you go watch it now as there's going to be a few spoilers. We didn't get off to the best of starts. We led against Manchester City before losing that game 2-1. We then won our second game of the episode before winning our third game in the Capital One Cup, or the Football League Cup, and we got off to an okay start, but we started really badly against City. We should have held on for that result. We didn't manage to, and we now have a very tough game against Arsenal at the YouTube Arena. Here's how we line up then. PGH is back from his injury, slightly. He's still quite fatigued or still hurt a little bit, but he will start this game. We are going to risk him, and the rest of the team is team number 1. Here's the Arsenal lineup for you then. It is Szczesny starting in goal, Nacho Monreal left back, Mertesacker, Koscielny and Chambers in defence, Gnabry, El Nene, Coquelin, Walcott and Ozil midfielders, and Danny Welbeck starts up front. No Alexis Sanchez in this team. Walcott gets it out of his feet, good first touch away from him. Walcott plays this one into Monreal, now here's Coquelin. And lays it off for El Nene. Matthew James makes the save. Ball knocked in here to Danny Welbeck. And chance for Ozil. 1-0. We go behind against Arsenal through Mesut Ozil. Half an hour played. Danny Welbeck skips around PGH and lays it in for Coquelin to make it 2-0 to Arsenal. We're getting destroyed here, boys. We can't find a way through their centre-backs. And they've torn us apart twice now. 2-0. Bevan into Jason Madden. Back out wide then to Bevan. Cross comes in, takes deflection off Mesut Ozil. And we'll get a corner here. Maybe our first chance even to get a shot away in this game. It's Brad Lanton's delivery. Headed by PGH straight at Warthog Szczesny. Adidas clips it over the top here. For Brad Landon in the chase, he brings down a good first touch. There's no one to support him. He goes alone. Szczesny saves. It's going to come here to Adidas. Deflection off Chambers over the top for a corner. Ball coming from Brad Lanton. Kelsey's there. It's headed away by Aaron Ramsey. Jason Madden brings it down. Can go back out wide. Another delivery from Brad comes in. Ash Rodriguez was there. Back out to Brad Lanton again. Now here's Shane. Into Bevan. Delivery from Bevan this time. Koscielny gets it down and we'll clear this one away. Loreti Gamer into Jason Madden. Now here's Brad Lanton to Adidas. Skips past the defender and Adidas with a chance now. Scores. Finds the top corner. Is there time left in this game for us to maybe nick a point? 10 minutes to go and Adidas has a goal. And Shane clips it, but the ball won't get in behind for Adidas. He will win the header and actually keep possession as he finds Shane with the 1-2. Now here's Jazza. Beats his man. Ash Rodriguez is wider than him. He can find it, but Adidas has gone down over the far side there. Ash Rodriguez's cross comes in. It's punched away by Warthog Szczesny, and we going to keep the pressure on. Adidas is going to stumble off the pitch here. It's not what we needed. If he was in the box, we could have scored there. That could have been 2-2. Full-time whistle goes. We have been beaten by Arsenal. That injury to Adidas does come at the wrong time because he left us for the last 5 minutes of this game really. Playing with just 10 men because Adidas was sat on the sidelines when we needed everyone out there. He's now jogging around okay. He should be okay, I hope. But Adidas' injury, we'll see how that comes out. We lose the game 2-1 and our dreadful start looks like it may continue. We need to beat the smaller teams if we're going to lose to the big ones. Just wow. Really, this episode is just wow. We have Chelsea away next. After already playing City and Arsenal and losing to both them teams, we now have Chelsea. Unbelievable. On top of that, Adidas is injured. He wouldn't feature for the rest of the episode anyway, but he will be out for 3 weeks. Hopefully he'll be back for his next game in the next episode. Sprained ankle. Another injury problem for us. And to add to all of this, the next game after Chelsea is Sevilla in the Champions League. Our first ever Champions League appearance. So, just wow. We are really getting the blunt end here. After that, next episode, it will be Southampton, Hull and Stoke. So we would expect to win all them games. But then PSG is also in our group. And the group's being completed by Benfica. What a difficult group. Sevilla, PSG and Benfica, just Wow. That said, we have a job to do against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and here's the boys who's going to attempt to do it. Hey, James Dodson goal, Shamalama, Matty Bolton, Baturski and Umar defensive. We've got Bowie Boss, Chopper Stanley, Zombie Hunter and Drubo in the middle, and Howard and Salter up front. Here is the Chelsea team then. Courtois starts in goal, Azpilicueta left back, Socrates and Mayaz, I can never say this guy's name, Miyazaga, centre back, Tolkien at right back, Kante, John Obi, Mikel and Angban in the middle with Kennedy, Traore and Cuadrado as their front three. Chelsea seem to be resting players against us. Hopefully we can punish them for that decision. That's a good ball slipped into Kennedy. It's good defended initially by Baturski, but he's lost it and Kennedy hits the side netting. Here is Howard for us down the left hand side, comes in and can find Chopper. Chopper ball will find Bowie Boss. Now here's Zombie Hunter. We'll go wider to Umar. First touch out of his feet. Cross will find a way in. It's punched by Courtois. Cleared away then. Eventually by Chelsea. Good winner though by Drubo to keep the pressure on. Now here's Shamalama lad. Zombie Hunter. It's touched now into Howard. And Howard into Umar. Over the bar. Still Salter on the ball. In the end goes into Matty Bolton, who finds Zombie Hunter, and Salter's run has come from the deep position and it's a tackle by Miaza, which was a good one on Salter and has left him down injured. Ball gets then played in behind as we try to hold off the attacker. The ball goes through to AGM, I think. The guy's alright. Drubo into Shamalama. A little bit of room here for Shama. We haven't had too much room on this pitch out there today. And Howard can find a ball back into Shama. Good attacking play by the left back, and he finds a cross. He can. It's Howard at the front post. He scored 1-0 to YouTube FC. Exactly what we needed. Shamalama getting down the left hand side with a wonderful cross. Good run from Howard. Found himself free in the box and punishes Chelsea 1-0. Salter can put the pressure on Miyaga here, and he's almost made the mistake. He has made the mistake as Salter's nicked it, and Salter has been punished for that challenge. Wow. Shamalama gets up and wins the header. Zombie Hunter trying to win the next one. He can. And now here's Chopper over the top for Salter. Can he score? It's Salter HD. It's a beautiful finish for 2-0. And we are finally coming up good. Salter takes this one. A great play from Zombie Hunter and Shamalama winning them headers. Good battle in the middle of the park. Over the top. And Salter makes no mistake with a finish. Brilliantly slotted it past Courtois for 2-0. Full-time whistle goes and we have beaten Chelsea. Finally we've beaten a big team. That's more like it. Away from home as well. A more difficult setting for us to do it in. But Chelsea didn't feel their strongest side and they were punished for that. 2 goals late on by us. By both of our strikers. Seal the victory at Stamford Bridge. Third and final game then, as we know, is taking on Sevilla in our first Champions League appearance of the series. Very difficult group, and we have to assert our dominance in it by beating Sevilla in this first game. It's going to be tough. This is what we're going to have to do. This is our lineup, team number 3. Let's get into it. Champions League football, boys. Here's the group, as we know. Very difficult with Benfica and PSG, as well as Sevilla. But we start at home, which is a good place to start at the YouTube Arena. We'd like to take 3 points here against a very tough Sevilla team. Let's see how we get on. Here is the Sevilla line of them. Rico in goal, Tremolines, Carico, Koloziak, Mariano in defence, Ganso, Ibora and Cristoforo in the middle. Conor Plianka back from his loan at Schalke. Ben Yedder and Vitolo complete the team. Bonzi now can clip a decent ball to Crazy Koppai. Can he bring it down? He can. Koppai goes for goal, saved by Sergio Rico. Tackled by Benzi. Brings it back as well. Matty Bolton's pass went straight at Cristoforo though. Vitolo, tackle by underrated gamer, and he can find Crazy Koppai. Oh, it's a great feed from Crazy Koppai. Crazy Froppai. And he's going to get to the byline with his pace. Tackle comes in, but he keeps the ball. It's still Crazy Koppai. Ball comes in, headed away by Tremolines. And they're going to get it away. Good tackle by Calvin. It's Lewis Robson. Strike blocked. Still in there though for Lewis. Headed away now as far as Maxwell. First touch wasn't decent, but we keep the possession. It's Lewis Robson. Back to Maxwell over the bar. Calvin UFC goes wider into underrated gamer. Early ball will find Crazy Copart though with a little bit of room here, Crazy. Can he do something special? Gets to the byline. Cross comes in. Lewis Robson's back post. Tremolina's forced to head it behind for a corner. Decent amount of pressure in the second half for us. Need to make it count when we get it though. On his ball in. Ganso's header away. Jack Black's on the edge of the area. Bounces past him, but Calvin can pick up the loose one. Ibora with a good challenge. And we've got an injury to Jack Black. We just can't get away from these injuries, boys. Another one picked up. 2 in this episode. PGH will replace him. Maxwell into Bobster. Now here's Lewis Robson. Turns his man nicely. Can Lewis score? It's Lewis Robson. Saved by Sergio Rico. Is he Coppoy going to go to the loose one? Big chance. It's Calvin UFC into underrated gamer who can burst forward now. Mariano chasing back. An underrated gamer should be able to stay away from him. We'll get to the byline here, underrated gamer. Lewis Robson's going back post. It's headed away by Tremolinas. 10 minutes to go. We can't break down Sevilla. It's frustrating so far. Benzi. It's a quick throw into Matty Bolton. Now inside is Maxwell. Needs to pick a pass earlier. Let's find Crazy Copeye. And Barnsley with a lovely touch around the corner for Benzi. First time cross needs to be good. It's towards Lewis Robson. Oh, that was a chance. Vasquez turns PGH, strikes from range, and Matthew James was not sure and he had to make the save. Thought he might have done a little better that one, but pushes it wide for a corner and it comes towards the front post. Matty Bolton heads it away. It's going to come to Vasquez. Another strike and they've scored. Heartbreak in the Champions League. We do not deserve that. We do not deserve that. Oh, smash wide. Look at the room for Mariano. We're pushing forward here in an attempt to get back in this game. That's a terrible cross, but it's going to tick down the clock. It was exactly what they wanted. And the full-time whistle goes. And we have been beaten by Sevilla at home in the Champions League. That's very tough to take. That's a hard pill to swallow. I thought we deserved to win this game. We really did. We had the chances. We didn't put them away. And in the end, Sevilla punished us. That's a perfect away performance by them. But by us, it's disappointing to say the least. That's going to do it for this episode there, boys. Thank you, as always, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon.